and welcome to the second match of the evening in ESL's Go4Sc2, casted by Poison TV. My name is Dale National Maverick Cadman, and this is my co-caster, Zweig. How are you, Zweig?
I'm just doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good. Exciting first game there. A few more people in the chat box getting stuck in. It's really exciting. Another PvP on Polar Night this time.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw Frost, and it seems like ESL really likes these frosty maps, because, once again, on Polar Nights, yeah, but before we wait to find to that, let's say introduce the players here to the 12 o'clock position. It's Fnatic's Pink.
Woo! Go Pink! I'm going to keep an eye on this. That's 2 pinks in a row now. And spawning at the 6 o'clock position, directly below his opponent, is Dekaz, or Dekar. Ladabaz? Ladabaz.
Yeah, it was close enough, I think. Yeah, we were actually talking to Sanister just before, but we're managing to get into Pink's game right now, and I'm really happy for that, because we were looking desperately for a game here, and I mean, hopefully it's going to be a really nice one as well. We did see a PvP before, so one more PvP right off the bat, and the question is what we'll see this time. I mean, we'll see. We've seen so many 2-gate openers where you see, not like, you know, proxy 2-gate or anything like that, more like you get your second gate out, you're fairly aggressive, and then you just keep pushing and see where your opponent really goes on the defensive side. I really like this reactive kind of play.
Yeah, well, it's definitely part of the current Protoss meta, isn't it? The kind of like just waiting to see what your opponent is doing and lashing out in against whatever they're doing. Ironically, just there was a case game yesterday. I can't remember who was playing. I think it was SOS at DreamHack. That was the perfect example of that reactive style that worked really well.
Actually, didn't catch that game probably, but anyhow, yeah. As
Double guess from both players. Go ahead, sorry to cut you off.
Sorry for that. And anyhow, yeah, so we see double gas from both the players, and both just starting with one gameplay, so nothing really odd yet. Going to see the timings as well, just the same timings once again. So basically what we're looking for right now is, are they going to be, you know, sending out a probe aggressively? Are they going to add that second gate? Do they just save up a ton of gas? And something interesting to note is that Ladabaz right now, he actually has 2 workers in one of the gases, so either it's really well timed out or actually forgotten. Actually, it's actually not that common to forget, so I would just assume he's really timing this out well, and there we go. Really nice timing. Yeah, the same goes for Fink, by the way.
Yeah, sorry I missed your point there, but I got a little bit distracted. So, yeah, well, we saw in the last game just how important scouting is. That that single scout probe changed the whole game for the Pink player I've forgotten the name of.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to get that scout, of course, and especially if the opponent is going aggressive. Like right now, we do see Ladabaz getting that second gate, of course, and he was scouted. So the question right now is what Pink will do, and he's actually right now throwing down the Twilight Console, and this is quite an early Twilight Console right in the base. So, yeah, actually, we do see Ladabaz as well going for the Twilight Console. Are both going to go for Stalkers?
Yeah, I would say so. It's the safest play. This map's really good for Stalker play. Plenty of ledges, and it's not a massive distance, so you can get back to your base or assault fairly quickly. But yeah, we see these ledges being highlighted. And yeah, so we do see this sneaky probe on the left-hand side of the Ladabaz's base, and at the same time, Ladabaz is putting down weirdly, I guess that's an aggressive pylon, but because it's on his half of the map, it's kind of hard for me to say that it's an aggressive pylon. I don't know why. My brain just locks up.
I know, yeah, both players getting Dark Shrine instead, so they really want to be aggressive. And look at the placement from Pink, by the way. That Dark Shrine will not die. He actually walls it in with 2 gateways, so he cannot be picked off. And right now, the Ladabaz as well, right in the back of his base, he has both those structures. And the question is, basically, who will attack first and who will get the Observer out? And Pink is making a Robo before Ladabaz. So also the Doctrine is faster for him. So it looks like Pink right now with the advantage. But he's a bit supply box right now, which is a bit of a mistake, I must say.
Yeah, of course, especially this early in any sort of gateway or Twilight Council play, you cannot afford to be supply blocked. I mean, it's true for all races, but this is going to come down to numbers very quickly in PvP. So, yeah, a bit dicey. But we do have both players with aggressive pylons ready to go. So, who's going to make the first move?
It looks like Pink will do that, and already we do see 2 Dark Templars on the way, already morphed in, and that is a bit of a more aggressive pylon than actually Ladabaz was aiming for. So he will have these right in the base of Ladabaz, in case he doesn't put on the force field. I know he does get it, but too late, and he might actually start focusing down. Oh, and there we go. So right now he's doing so much damage to those workers already, but the Observer is on the way, and he has to split those DTs. But no, already one DT going down, and the second one will go down with a photon overcharge. At the same time, though, Ladabaz sending his DT right up to the base of Pink.
Yeah, and Pink, he did get 7 workers for his trouble, which I wouldn't say that was worth it, given that he dedicated to a tech path and he had to warp in DTs and they're expensive, so I don't think he came off, it wasn't worth the attack, but it's given him an advantage at the very least.
Yeah, absolutely, and we have to note as well that both players did the same thing. Of course, Ladabaz, I think he only made 1 DT, right? I'm quite sure he only made 1, so that means that right now Pink did make 1 extra DT, but they did the exact same builds almost, while Pink actually did kill those workers. He killed 7 workers, while Ladabaz has killed 1 the entire game. So basically, he should be 6 workers ahead, according to that, and he's right now 5 workers ahead. So yeah, he's in a really good spot, I think, because they have the same build. So it's a really nice, small victory here for Pink, but they actually are going to transition right now into the macro game, while Ladabaz is pumping out those Immortals, and Pink. And oh, we actually see Ladabaz right now running by with the DTs here.
Yeah, he's going to get a couple of more kills, and do we have the Observer? Where's the Observer? Oh, it's with his army, he's going to pull it back, so won't be too bad. He's getting some cannons down as well, so a few kills there, but nothing major. Evening up the workers' kill count to exactly the same, 7 apiece now, so Ladabaz probably feels a bit more secure that he's not left behind. Though he's going to be delayed just a little bit because those resources weren't being resourced at the time. Resourced? That's a verb now.
Nice verb, nice verb. They were resourced. So anyhow, right now they actually have 2 mortals each, and both getting the +1. So extremely similar builds here, and they're both just aiming for this macro game so far. But Ladabaz right now, he wants to get the War Prism out, and he probably is going to go for the double immortal drop. I really like that play, and it looks so cool, especially if you have the micro to do it. If you have the multitasking to macro and the micro, you know, macro your entire base and get more and more units out, and while you keep dropping these immortals back and forth into the base of your opponent, and just you know, keep killing off structures. It's such a cool build.
When I play Protoss, this is my far and away my absolute favorite build. Pink is supply blocked again. I'll just point that out quickly, as one of his aggressive pylon was found and sniped off finally. But yeah, immortal drops with gateway pressure behind is it's so good, and it's so effective. Like it must have like a 90% win rate right now.
Oh wow. And right now, yeah, look at Pink though. He actually killed so many pros with those 2 DTs. He's dropped them with the War Prism. Just well done by Pink. Let's see how many killed off. 2 more, so not way too much, but still, you know, forcing off the mining time.
Yeah, you got 5 more.
Oh wow, 5 more. My math is completely off. I thought it was 11 before. Never mind.
Math on stream.
Yeah, math on stream, never good.
So now we get the aggressive pylons being found again. Pink now finding Ladabazes. And the immortal drop is happening in the main base as we speak, and it's being fairly effective, as it would have been picking off that cannon almost instantaneously. And he's got 4 kills, 5 kills so far. He's just chewing through these probes, really getting...
and the DT! Really, wow.
Oh, he walks into DT. That's a... I really like that move, just leaving that DT behind, because it distracts the player from chasing that warp prism, and now the warp prism's free because the DT's the big worry.
Exactly, and the thing is, look how many workers he killed. So many workers, and look at that. Also, you know, of course, forcing them to just walk away, no more mining, and Ladabaz behind this, of course, just getting so many more warp gates. And actually, he keeps dropping these Actually, no, it's actually DTs this time. No more Immortals dropping for Pink. He's actually dropping more and more DTs, but he has to make sure that War Prism doesn't die off. Oh, only half health left, but will eventually run off. Right now, though, 2 DTs, 2 cells in that War Prism, so Ladabaz has to be really defensive in his base and make sure he doesn't leave it open. And it looks like he wants to push though, because Pink right now is going for those Colossi, and Ladabaz is adding on 4 more gates. So it looks like Pink really wants to get the macro game forced here, while Ladabaz really wants to just keep on doing more damage.
Yeah, Ladabaz is he's thrown down his Templar tech, and in the natural we have the Immortals being so effective yet again. He's going to have to get out of there a bit quicker this time because the army was in the middle, in between bases. So now we have Ladabaz with a 5 worker killed lead from that last attack, and they've just been so good at trading probes for probes, because 2 base Protoss games, which you're going to see on this map pretty much every time, the worker count really becomes and you've got to keep them very steady.
Yeah, that is very, very true. And right now, we actually see, yeah, the Ladabaz has 6 observers, as our observer pointed out here, so he'll be able to scout everything on this map. But also, as you pointed out with the probes here, he does have 9 more probes than his opponent, and that is a very major thing. And Ladabaz actually says, you know, I've done so much damage, I can go into the macro game. So now, he's going to add on his 3rd, and he's just getting more and more Immortals out. And at the same time, of Pink, we're just in the main base, dropping those Immortals, doing so much damage once again, just back and forth. And Pink right now, what can he do? I mean, sure, he still has the War Prism, but he's not doing any more damage with it right now.
And those Immortals are going back into the main base again. He's just being a relentless pain in the neck with those Immortals in the main base of Pink. Really, like, it's such a good move. And he, gets them out. Oh, is he gonna
he survives!
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a round of applause for that.
That was beautiful.
And he's gonna, those Immortals probably don't have a lot of time left, but geez, boy, have they paid for them themselves over and over again. Wow. So we're gonna have Colossus versus Templar by the looks of things. And Colossus, I would give the edge to Colossus. With they're pretty even on upgrades right now, but we do see Blink coming down for Pink, so he's gonna have Colossus and Stalkers, so he can easily blink forward and snipe off those. Off those Templar, and he is researching +3 weapons, so that's could give him a big advantage if he gets it in time.
Something I must point out though, right now we do see Ladabaz with 8 Immortals against 3. He's even getting a 9th Immortal, and if there's something I've learned from casting Protoss games, it's that Immortals are really good against Colossi. I mean, Colossi would be amazing to kill off the main army, but those Immortals won't die, and I mean, he's making the Templars into Archons, and Archon Immortal against Colossi. I mean, you have to have so many Colossi to actually make it worth it, because those Immortals can only take maximum of 10 damage, and they do so much damage against armored units, so...
We have an engagement in the natural here with some Zealot Warpin. Sorry to cut you off there, Zui. Just a small Warpin just to get some kills in, but he isn't microing them, so now he's attacking the cannon. So that's a bit less effective. He hasn't got any kills so far. There we go. They get cleaned up. Anyway, to your point, you were saying, sorry?
No, I was just saying that Ladabaz right now, he's actually doing a really nice counter, I would say, to the composition that Pink has. Of course, Pink right now moving into those Archons again, making 3 at a time is amazing. But still, those Immortals will be so strong against the armor composition of Pink. I mean, look at how few gateway units he has. He will have to use so many of those laser beams to actually take off the shields of those Immortals. Yeah, well,
I mean, and finally, we have a Storm coming down, but it isn't. I don't think it's going to be in time. Ladabaz researching Storm, that is, but for the engagement. But it will come up online with enough time to hopefully. Actually, it researches fairly quickly, so it might be. But as you were saying, Immortals will chew through Colossus, and the only way to counter that is to keep the Immortals at range. But Pink just doesn't have the Zealots.
No, he doesn't. And right now, Ladabaz, he's pushing out on the map really aggressively. Also going to drop 4 Zealots in the main base. I love this, because those Zealots won't help much in the engagement itself. But Pink already knows what is going on. He knows this is coming, and he knows he has to have the high ground advantage. But he's going to maybe leave it to Ladabaz if Ladabaz moves up right now. And here we go. Pink right now wants to hold, and he's doing some nice damage already. And those Immortals stacking up quite well for the Colossus. And no Colossus has died yet, though. But the army of Pink is just melting away. Ladabaz pushing forward. Is Pink going to fall?
And the thing is that engagement wasn't great for Ladabaz there. He was streaming up that ramp kind of piecemeal, but now these Colossus are on their last legs, as it were, and one getting sniped off, the others are going to go down very quickly. One volley from all of these Immortals is going to destroy it. Wow. Look at that Nexus. Look how fast that thing dies. Only two, actually they did get 3 weapon upgrades already, so they were in fact already upgraded when we thought there was an advantage. But he's able to now split up his forces and he can just continually drop in that main. He did drop the Zealots off in the main base, and there's the GG. Good luck. He was just very dominant in that game. Ladabaz, really well played.